The richest people in ancient Rome knew secrets about money that Wall Street doesn't want you to know. These 5 rules helped build empires, create dynasties, and yes, they still work today. I'm the financial ancientist, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the ancients knew that most people never learn. Rule number 1 comes from ancient Babylon, nearly 4,000 years ago, and it's shockingly simple. Pay yourself first with 10% of everything you earn. In The Richest Man in Babylon, which is based on actual Babylonian clay tablets, we learn about Arkad, the richest man in the ancient city. His first rule: a part of all I earn is mine to keep. Here's why this is genius. The Babylonians didn't say, save what's left over. They said take 10% off the top before you pay anyone else, even the tax collectors. Think about it. If you earn $3,000 a month, that's $300 saved. In 1 year, $3,600. In 10 years, $36,000, and that's without interest or investment returns. But here's the kicker. Babylonian merchants didn't just save this money. They put it to work. They lent it out, invested in caravans, bought land. That 10% became 20%, then 40%, then wealth that lasted generations. Modern application. Set up automatic transfers. 10% of every paycheck goes directly to savings or investments before you see it. The Babylonians understood something modern psychology confirms. You can't spend what you don't see. Rule number 2. Never put all your wealth in one venture. The Romans called this spreading your risks. Ancient Roman merchants were brilliant. They never funded just one trading ship to Egypt. Why? Because storms happened, pirates happened, ships sank. Instead, a wealthy Roman would own shares in multiple ships going to different destinations. Maybe 20% in a grain ship to Alexandria, 30% in a wine vessel to Gaul, 25% in olive oil to Hispania, and keep 25% in Roman real estate. Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of Rome's richest men, owned property all over the city, ran silver mines, and invested in multiple business ventures. When the Great Fire of Rome destroyed property, he didn't lose everything because he had diversified. Modern application. This is literally the foundation of modern portfolio theory. Don't put all your money in one stock, one crypto, or one investment. The ancient Roman formula still works. 40% stable investments, their equivalent, land and property. 30% moderate risk trade ventures equals today's stocks divided by index funds. 20% higher risk opportunities, new trade routes, equals growth stocks, startups. 10% emergency liquid assets, cash, gold. Wall Street didn't invent diversification. Romans perfected it 2,000 years ago. Rule number 3 comes from ancient Egypt. Save during abundance for times of scarcity. You know the biblical story of Joseph interpreting Pharaoh's dream? 7 years of abundance, 7 years of famine? That wasn't just a story, it was actual Egyptian economic policy. Egyptians built massive granaries. During good harvest years, they stored 20–30% of their grain. When drought came, when the Nile didn't flood properly, they had reserves. While other kingdoms starved, Egypt thrived. This wasn't charity, this was calculated wealth protection. The pharaohs who did this stayed in power. The ones who didn't? Revolution. Modern application. This is your emergency fund, but also strategic cash reserves. The ancient Egyptian rule. Save enough to survive 7 lean years. Modern financial advisors say 3 to 6 months of expenses. I say the Egyptians were smarter, they thought. Longer term. Build your granary. 3 to 6 months expenses. Minimum. The drought is coming. Extra savings for opportunity. When markets crash, you buy. When you're earning well, save aggressively. The stock market crashes every 7 to 10 years like clockwork. Real estate cools. Recessions happen. The people who profit are those with full granaries when everyone else is starving. Ancient wisdom. Modern wealth. Rule number 4. Avoid debt that doesn't produce income. The Phoenicians were the greatest traders in the ancient world. They built an empire on commerce, not conquest, and they had one iron rule: never borrow money unless it makes you more money. Phoenician merchants would borrow to buy a ship because that ship would generate income through trade. They would borrow to fund a trading expedition because the goods would sell for profit. But borrow money for a festival? For luxury items? For consumption? Never. Ancient societies understood something we forgot. There's good debt and bad debt. Good debt produces income or appreciates. Ancient, buying a ship, funding trade caravans. Modern, business loans, mortgages on rental property, education that increases income. Bad debt, consumption that depreciates. Ancient, luxury banquets you can't afford. Modern, credit card debt, car loans for depreciating vehicles, financing lifestyle. Modern application. The average American has $6,000 plus in credit card debt at 20% interest. That's financial slavery, and ancient societies literally had laws against this kind of predatory lending. The Phoenician rule: if it doesn't generate income or increase your productive capacity, don't borrow for it. Save up and buy it. Or don't buy it at all. Your future self will thank you. Rule number 5. Invest in your mind. It's the one asset that can never be taken from you. Ancient Greeks understood something profound. Your greatest wealth generator is between your ears. The richest Greek merchants didn't just trade, they studied. Philosophy, mathematics, rhetoric, navigation, languages. They paid tutors, attended lectures, traveled to learn from masters. Why? Because knowledge multiplied wealth. A merchant who spoke multiple languages could negotiate directly without interpreters better deals. A trader who understood astronomy could navigate by stars faster, safer routes. Someone who studied rhetoric could persuade and close deals. Greeks paid significant portions of their income for education. It wasn't an expense, it was an investment with the highest return. Modern application. This is the most neglected ancient rule today, and it's the most important. The ancient Greek principle. Invest 5 to 10% of your income in learning skills that increase your earning power. Books, courses, certifications, mentors, conferences. Learn about money itself, investing, taxes, business. Studies show people who read 5+ books per year earn 2.3x more than non-readers. People with specialized skills earn 20–50% more. The Greeks knew the educated merchant beats the lucky merchant every single time. Warren Buffett reads 500+ pages daily. Bill Gates reads 50+ books yearly. They're following a 2,500-year-old Greek wealth principle. Your mind is your money-making machine. Upgrade it constantly. So there you have it, 5 ancient money rules that still work. 1. The Babylonian 10% rule. Act some, pay yourself first. 2. Roman diversification. 2/2. Never put all wealth in one place. 3. Egyptian grain storage. MID. Save during abundance. 4. Phoenician debt avoidance. NN. Only borrow for income-producing assets. 5. Greek learning investment. LS. Your mind is your greatest asset. These empires lasted hundreds, even thousands of years. Modern financial experts can barely predict next quarter. Maybe it's time we listen to the ancients. The wealthy elite already know these rules. They're the same families that have been rich for generations. Now you know them too. Which rule will you implement first? Comment below. And if you want more ancient financial wisdom that still works today, subscribe to Financial Ancientist, because the past holds the keys to your financial future. I'll see you in the next one, where we're exploring how Roman soldiers retired wealthier than most modern workers. You won't believe what they knew.